Good morning. Good morning.
And finally, new rule, nothing with crypto in the title ever turns out good.
Don't write me about Bitcoin, please. I don't give a f***. So don't ask me.
Bitcoin happens to use a lot of energy. It happens to promote anonymous transactions.
Bitcoin is not a currency.
Not bullish on Bitcoin.
You, John McAfee, believe in the power of Bitcoin. So much so that you'll put your on the table, chop it up, put it in your mouth, swallow.
If it doesn't reach at least $1 million.
99.999% of the people that own Bitcoin are f***ing morons. That's just it.
What's it feel like to be a Bitcoin?
I don't have any Bitcoin.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Good morning. GM, everybody. Welcome to Le GM Show. I see Dolph there in the chat. Welcome.
GM,
everybody.
GM.
GE to Dolph.
You
yes,
seem, I
your
don't
head.
know if it's just my screen, but you're like super delayed on mine.
That's creepy. I don't like the sound of that. It shouldn't be. Well, are you watching the stream instead of being in the actual production studio app, or
No,
like, are you watching the stream on YouTube? You're supposed to watch it in the StreamYard, not on YouTube.
I'm in the StreamYard. I am.
Yeah. Well, let me just double check a couple things. Let me just twist some knobs real quick over here. Let me just.
It's
twist
just
a
like I
couple
hear
knobs.
your audio, but then like then I see you
twisting some knobs,
That's
twisting
all.
some knobs, twisting a couple knobs. Okay, aka I'm just closing some tabs. That's really.
I don't know. You might be fine.
I might
GM.
be GM. Everybody, let us know in the chat if things are weird, and we'll get into it. Oh boy, things are getting crazy fast over here. We're gonna chill ourselves real quick. GMTV.lol. That's the place to be for everything GMTV. Check out the Kimono all-in-one trading indicator. This is a trading view indicator that shows you trend, momentum, volatility, volume. Has 10 different built-in indicators, so you can really milk that free trading view account. It's better than all the competitors like the Vu Manchu and the Market Cipher and all those things. Just trust us on that. And it's free for right now when you join the Discord.
That's right.
Click up in the top right. It won't be free, though. Once the GM bots come out, you will have to have one of our NFTs to get access to our holder-only Discord channels, holder-only streams, the Kimono, and future tools. You can also burn your NFT to sponsor the show, which makes it deflationary. And it's very easy to get whitelisted. So just check out the GMTV website, gmtv.lol. It's the place to be. Let's go. Long-term Bitcoin hodlers it accounts for over 75% of all Bitcoin, indicating strong support, data shows. This just shows, the BTC crowd is a little bit different than a lot of these other chains because you've got a lot of just retail, like passive investors in Bitcoin, right? Because that's kind of the onboard into the crypto world for a lot of people still. They're like, I don't know what's the NFTs or ethereums or these other things are, but I want crypto. So they just buy Bitcoin or they buy it in like Robinhood app or whatever.
Right.
So
they look at Bitcoin as a great place just to put away money, and I think it's because they have I think the idea behind Bitcoin is also, there's all these things that are infinite, or at least like gold. It's maybe not infinite, but they could still just keep pumping, X amount. We don't know how much we're gonna ever get out of gold, but as far as we know,
like silver? Maybe gold has the same problem, but they're pretty much selling silver
it's
notes
basically
for silver
Bitcoin's
that doesn't exist at this
only
point, right?
one that isn't infinite. It's the only one that's going to be that. There's only going to be X amount, and I think
that's right. You can't mine Bitcoin off of a comet or an asteroid. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, what? Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Oh boy. Anyway, you would expect though that the price of Bitcoin would hold a little bit better with so many hodlers. But
I
we'll get
don't
into
know.
that
It's
later.
I mean
It's
it
not too
is
bad. It's not too bad.
it's like, stocks have, they've gone below June lows. Bitcoin never did. So, it's kind of done a bit of a better job than I'd say.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I should give it more credit. You're right. I shouldn't FUD so much. Wow, what is going on? Role reversal here. I'm FUDding. Mr. Take
Yeah.
Profits is saying have hope. Okay, I like this. I like today's show already.
Today we got
Yeah.
Good
Oh,
day.
and we're going to look
Good
at the
stuff.
charts, guys. So
Yeah.
just hold on because we're going to look at the Bitcoin charts here in a little bit. According to popular tech blogger Jane Man-Chun Wong, social media giant Twitter is working on a wallet prototype that will make it possible to deposit and withdraw cryptocurrencies. Revolutionary. So that's all we have, though. We really don't have any other information about this right now. This is just the rumor flying around Twitter. It's kind of very meta. The Twitter rumor is flying around on Twitter, and this is just as of this morning. So we don't know anything else. But I would expect this, especially when you look at what's going on with the Reddit NFTs and all that. I think other social media companies are going to start to see the money signs in their eyes and get excited. Somebody that's not excited is Apple. Apple hates anything not completely locked down by them. And so
I saw this.
they are blocking using NFTs to avoid App Store fees. Apple updates the App Store policy restricting using NFTs to unlock features or directing consumers in ways that would bypass the company's ability to charge commissions on transactions. Apple's good at getting their money. That's for sure. Good at getting their money.
Yeah, and so what do you think about? Doesn't this make it a lot harder for games, especially to like
this is why you need something. You need a new platform, right? Like a Steam type of platform that, like, if something like Steam, like if Steam would adopt and make it easy for games to have an NFT marketplace like within Steam, that would be big, right? So Apple apparently is not going to be the place where NFTs flourish.
This makes an argument actually for that damn Solana phone, as much as I hate to say.
Oh, yeah, it does, huh? It does. And Android is a more open platform too, so than iOS, and that's what the Solana phone is based off of. And along these same lines, Steam already went hard anti-crypto.
Yeah,
God,
that's what that says.
So we're fucked.
We're screwed. We're gonna stay in our little tiny metaverses where nobody joins.
Yeah, exactly. So gaming will never take off. Cool. The Graph. Awesome. This is kind of along the same lines. Graph co-founder is building an info gathering app, whatever the hell that means. But what got my attention more was a Web3 browser, which is kind of an interesting move. I don't know if this is needed or not. You got Brave already has like a built-in wallet.
I was
going to
say
browser.
Brave is pretty Web3 friendly,
right? Yeah, and so why would this be needed? I don't know, but I think it's good that people are starting to think of like, oh yeah, we could have browsers and phones and things that integrate Web3 tech natively. Brave is iffy. Yeah, I know some people are not fans of Braves, especially because they got caught inserting affiliate links into links, like where you would just go to a website and it would replace the website with their affiliate link to that website. That was a controversy, maybe, I don't know, like 3 years ago or something like that. But
oh, really?
Yeah. So now
smart.
people don't trust them.
Yeah, it's a free browser. It's great, and then
you throw that money. Gotta get that money.
Which I guess if you're buying the product, I guess do you care if someone is getting a cut of it?
Well, that's the question, right? Can the Aptos NFT scene compete with Ethereum? Man, it's like, who's gonna win in NFTs? We got so much going on.
Aptos is so new. Why would this like bullshit?
Yeah, of course, I know. And there's only like the transaction per second right now is quite low overall, so it's not like it's flying. But it has been picking up steam. Aptos has been picking up steam. Cardano's picking up steam. We should look at the price of Matic actually when we do the charts too, because those Reddit NFTs are on Polygon, and those are just dominating right now. But yeah, 3 NFT marketplaces are competing for trading volume on Aptos, despite the blockchain only launching last week. Leading platform Topaz claims to have made over 1.8 million in total trading volume in about 5 days. That's quite a bit. Solana right now does that in about 1 day currently. So it's got a ways to go to catch up to like even Solana. But Aptos is a growing competitor as well as Cardano for NFTs. I mean, the NFT ecosystem is just, Ethereum is got its competition heating up for sure. So the competition for the top NFT chain is heating up, and maybe there won't be a top. Maybe there will just be, well, there will always be a top, of course. There will always be some chain that's doing the most activity, but we might have a lot of different chains doing well in the future. So yeah.
I'm pro all chains, right? I'm
yes,
not
we are
like a maxi of
we're blockchain agnostic.
I mean, that's why our GM bots, our NFT project, right? The burn to sponsor the show, launching November 7th. That project we have both on Solana and Ethereum.
Yep.
So we're trying to branch out, and then it's kind of like I think that's the way it kind of needs to be. I don't think this idea of like one chain's gonna win out kind of thing is
at least not at this point. We're not seeing that right now.
Because Ethereum has its problems, right? Up. And it's basically a battle right now between so many different smart contract blockchains that are really just trying to get that who's going to be second and then be the best position to take over Ethereum.
Should we do the who's on first thing right now?
Yeah, I know. Like, do you think that Polygon actually might be closer just because it's a layer 2 of Ethereum?
Slap me sideways. I would not. If you had asked me this last week, I would have spit in your face. But today is a different day. This week is a different week, and we're seeing, Polygon is really these Reddit avatars is holding up the entire Polygon NFT ecosystem right now. And slowly but surely, Reddit avatars have fought their way into success. The initiative was initially mocked by us, but their second generation 40K collection sold out in 24 hours. I mean, that's just that. Nobody else is doing that.
In the bear market, yeah, dude, nobody could sell more than 10,000, right? Like,
exactly. Yeah, nobody else is doing that. And we've got just some quick facts here. 3 million wallets, more than OpenSea, 86,000 NFTs, 40K sold. The rest were all free airdrops. These are all minted on Polygon. Top avatars are selling for 6.9 ETH, the highest around 175 ETH. So,
damn,
just crushing the market caps at about 100 million for these avatars.
Yeah.
And the 24-hour volumes are right at 235K and rising. Got another tweet here. The 24-hour Reddit collectible avatar volume just this was as of last night at 7:40 p.m. My time, but was 2.276 million, which is more than all of Solana and almost 3 times that of Cardano volume. So just shows you how when you get these platforms that have already been adopted in Web 2, right, and have hundreds of millions of users every month, these platforms are going to absolutely dominate. And this is why, like, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, where it's like we talk about OpenSea and Magic Eden and like they're big players, but Salesforce is making an NFT marketplace, and Reddit has an NFT marketplace. And so once these big existing companies start getting into the NFT market, they're going to absolutely dominate and crush all of what we thought were big marketplaces. So we ain't seen nothing yet.
I know. And it reminds me a lot of really how the cannabis industry, right? Because that was kind of it. Like when the cannabis industry first like started here, it was just small guys, just the mom and pop shops and everything, and then it was just like
Right. And now you have
we
like
once the actual agriculture players start stepping in, then it's just it's
yeah,
their
once you
show
get
now.
big tobacco and other potential people coming in there, they could totally take over. I mean, you have publicly traded companies now that are massive grow companies. So yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
I,
once you get these big players into a market, it changes the dynamics of everything for sure.
yeah, and I mean, so the Reddit has these avatars. Okay, I guess my whole thing um, is there anything more? I mean, will they do more avatars? I mean, that's
I
their
think
stitch. It's
so.
just Reddit
Yeah, I think it's
avatars,
going to keep going.
and
I
they
mean,
just
as far
keep
as I know,
doing
why wouldn't
avatars
they?
for the
I
Reddit
mean,
community. Um,
they're
but
partnering with artists, they're doing different collections with different artists. I
That's
mean,
true.
I
That's
don't
a
know
way to
why
like
they'd
mix it
stop.
up. I guess I was just wondering is like how expandable is it? Like how could they make it
Well,
grow,
I
you
mean, and
know?
it's less than 1% of Reddit users even have participated in this. So, I
Mhm.
mean, the
It's true.
potential is definitely there for them to sell more of these. If they sold
Man, that's
40K in
incredible.
24 hours,
Less
I
than
mean,
less than 1% of Reddit users actually doing this, and
yeah,
yet it is
it's
like on
crushing everything else.
volumes, it's just crushing it. Yeah, it's just
That just
crushing
shows you
everyone.
how small this market has been, right?
Yeah, holy
How
shit.
small little crypto
Puts
Twitter
everything into
and our little
perspective, huh?
yeah, it definitely does. And when we've been saying for the past year that we're early, we really meant that. And this is what, and we're seeing the evidence of that, where it's like we were so early last year being into NFTs, and we all knew it, but I don't know if people really could
Really
really
knew
grasp
it.
the scale of how
Yeah.
early we were with, and how just big these big players are, and how
Dude,
they're and how does this interact with the rest of the crypto sphere? Dolph says, well,
I know.
the
That's what's the
good
funny
news,
part is watching that is
yeah,
see.
well, and yeah, I mean, the good news here, I think, for right now, is that you have existing blockchains being used for this, right? You have Polygon being used for this. So people who, were already in the Polygon ecosystem are going to benefit from this, as long as you don't
Well,
have like big players coming in and creating their own blockchains, which will then just completely crush potentially all the existing blockchains. Then I mean, and you could see that too. I would not put it past a big Web 2 company to come in and make their own blockchain and just blow everybody away, right? So
yeah. Well,
we're early
I
still.
and I remember like when I was doing when I was making NFTs that I had to stop because my wallet got compromised. But the end of Pixel Beats, right? I was
That's a good way
making
of
little.
abandoning, of saying I rugged, but it wasn't my fault because my
I
wallet was
didn't
hacked.
rock.
I'm just kidding. Just
No, but
kidding.
I my whole thing was that like I made them both on Ethereum and Polygon. You could get whenever I release stuff, I'd kind of release it 50-50, and nobody bought the Polygon ones. Like that was the only ones that just sat there. The Ethereum ones were the only ones that moved. And so now I'm just like, oh shit, like now Polygon's cool. Like,
Well,
that's
and
just how
the
life
question
is.
is, right, is Polygon cool? Like, as in, is Polygon like, are the rest of the Polygon marketplace going to take off, or is it just that it's just like, because these they called Reddit was the person in charge of this project on Reddit was saying these aren't NFTs, they're collectibles on the blockchain. They're specifically trying to stay away from calling them NFTs. And
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know
know
it
how
was
many
funny.
Reddit users know these are, even know what Polygon
Oh man, I
is.
saw a great tweet and it was like, yeah, do you remember when we used to call these or when we used to call digital collectibles NFTs, And
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, now it's digital collectibles,
Yeah.
not
Well, and
NFTs at
that's
all.
why it's like a lot of people who probably bought these probably don't even know what this is, have never even bought crypto in their
Well,
lives.
and it's actually probably genius to just call them digital collectibles because people understand that. I understand collecting physical things. This is a way to collect digital things.
Yeah. instead of calling it an
notes.
NFT, right?
If you
Which
call
then
it
you have to be like, it's
NFT,
a non-fungible token, and then they're like, what does
yeah,
that mean? And you're like, okay, so there's tokens that, yeah,
to
you got to go into the deep explanation, right?
so really when I saw Reddit really kind
It's
of
very
pushing that,
normie
I was like,
friendly.
that's kind of genius. That's kind of genius to do that, because here you have to explain what an NFT is and no one knows what it is. And whenever you have to like educate consumers on something, it's
Yeah, I mean,
you're gonna
ideally, you
convert a
don't
lot
want to
less.
have to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't want to, you want to do the least amount of educating someone as
yeah,
possible on your product.
with
And
new tech.
here,
Yeah,
digital collectible, like no
yeah.
brainer. No
Yeah,
brainer.
for sure. So I think, I think it's going to be interesting. And this is what we've talked about before too, where the blockchain technology is just going to be melded and integrated into the Web 2 stuff, right? And it's all going to become one thing. There won't be a difference between Web 2 and Web 3 some point where there will be a
Right.
little bit of blockchain in all the tech,
Right.
right? Lots of tech will integrate the blockchain. And so the lines are going to blur. And I think
Yeah.
for everybody that's in it now, this is all good stuff, right? This is volume.
Mhm.
This is people's money coming into the ecosystem. So I'm not upset about this at all, and I think it's great that this has taken off in the way that it has, and it really hasn't even taken off. I mean, it's still so small. Even as far as Reddit goes, this is barely even a thing on Reddit. So.
Dude, yeah, I think this is actually this Reddit thing, I think, is the closest thing that we have had to a game changer, I
Yeah,
think,
for sure.
in NFTs.
I
And
can't believe we're saying that, but yeah, I agree.
actually, and I really just
We
poo-pooed
were
this as a
haters.
nothing burger. I
Yeah.
really did. I really did. But I usually do that on everything, right? So
Well, and people making
not
money on the
surprised.
free ones they got. Like I know our buddy Tiny Thug, he was taking advantage of this like months ago.
Yeah.
You were getting these free airdrops, then you were able to resell these and make money on them. So yeah, there's people are from if you're from the NFT community and you can go and get into this, you are, because you're natively already understand it, you can figure
Mhm.
out how to sell these and flip them and make money.
Yeah,
So
it's just kind of like, to me, I could see like NFTs being used as like tickets, for example, and you wouldn't know that you have an
yeah,
NFT. You wouldn't know it's
exactly.
necessarily on the
Right,
blockchain, but that's
exactly.
what it is, right? It's
Yeah, I think
um
that's the key with blockchain technology is not having to get people into Web3, just having
right,
them use Web3 without even knowing it is going to be
right.
part of the key for sure.
That's key. Yeah.
Because
And then
a
soon
lot of
it'll be
people can't
login stuff,
grasp it.
dude. It's gonna be great how they market that. They're gonna be
Yeah.
like, log
Well, that's
into
why
all
Twitter.
your
I think
favorite
Twitter's going to
websites
be
with not
interesting.
even without your password and blah blah
Yeah.
blah. You just have a seed phrase and keep the secret, blah
And
blah
maybe
blah.
you
And it's
don't even. Yeah, I mean, we'll even see. Yeah, I mean, how
like
to manage all
login
that, making it
services,
even
like
easier to
password
manage all that.
management,
Yeah.
because that's one thing I could see the blockchain really helping out. Because that's what I love about Web3
Identity
is just going to
management.
all
Yeah.
these websites and just I'm there. I
Connect
just
your
click a
wallet. Yeah.
button, connects my wallet,
Hmm.
and it's not like I have to sit there
You
and
don't
remember
even
my
have to
password and
yeah, you don't
what
have to
email
even,
address I
yeah,
used and
verify your email and
my
all that
mother's
shit.
maiden name,
Yeah.
all this shit just to log
Except
in.
the whole thing is like, companies are going to still want your email address because then they can market to you.
Yeah, they'll just have to work harder for it.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, yeah, I think fun stuff. We're in a
It is
fun.
so funny though. Have you seen the people though, like the Twitter and
Oh
the
yeah, the
Reddit?
communities are clashing for sure. I
Oh,
mean,
it's
you
so
got
great. It's
yeah. I
so
mean, on
funny.
both sides, it's funny. You got Red. I saw. I was in some spaces yesterday where Reddit people, these new people who are totally new to the crypto Twitter world too, are getting into these spaces now, and they don't know anything about the greater NFT world. And then the crypto Twitter people are trying to go farm engagement farm and stuff in
Yeah.
the Reddit world, and the Reddit people are just hate them. And so it's just funny because we're all using the same technology. We're really in the same market, but they're two different ways of
Yeah.
thinking about it. It's like, Reddit is a very kind of normies and crypto Twitter is very degen-y. And I don't know, it's just this weird mixture. And I think that's why Reddit doesn't want to call them NFTs too, because there's this stigma with NFTs for a lot of people. A lot of people are just like, they're like, oh, NFTs, that's a scam. Blah, 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 blah.
And with crypto in general, it's because when
course,
people say
crypto,
NFTs, and if you know what that means, then you know that you lump it with crypto.
Yeah, well, and then if you don't know what it means,
but if you call it with a digital collectible, then it's lumped in with all the other credible collectibles that you know of, like Pokemon and shit like that. You know, it's like
I hear Pokemon Pokemon is gonna get into NFTs.
That would be a huge one. That would be huge. Another huge
Nintendo
one.
is
That would be the next oh yeah, play the new Pokemon game. But
I heard that from my
NFT
uncle that works at Nintendo. Just kidding.
Oh really?
I think that's the joke, right? You say your uncle works there. The Uncle Intel. That's what they call that. Uncle Intel. Yes. But here's just another little quick sale. I mean, also on Cardano yesterday, you had another sale for 168,000 ADA, about $60,000. This is another huge sale for a Space Buds NFT yesterday on Cardano as well. So, I mean, and I saw somebody, let's see do I have the other tweet? I don't have it anymore, but somebody was like, all it's going to take really is one major event necessarily to start, to spark more volume again in the market. It could take just one event, and they're like, is Reddit NFTs that event? And I don't know if it's that, but it's one event that is definitely getting more volume and more hype back into the market.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen, you're going to have to need is like the actual Reddit people that are adopting into this to actually come into the other NFT projects.
For sure.
That's going to be a little bit harder because especially when they start dealing with ETH. Oh man, dude, they're gonna be like, what's this fucking gas fee? Like, wait, these fucking royalties too? Like, what's going on? Like, they're gonna be I don't know, it'll be interesting.
Here's what's interesting too is they don't. Here's the thing, and we were just talking about this, how you got to make the seed phrase stuff easier. With Reddit, they're making the onboarding really easy. You can only create a wallet, and they call it an open vault. So they don't even call it a wallet. And it says everything to do with NFTs and wallets is hidden away. So normal users don't even understand what's going on. And that's kind of what needs to happen, right? We got to hide the complex shit and just make it easy for normal people to just get in. So
yeah, see, that's the thing is like, you're going to have, it's going to be harder for them to adapt because the onboarding process,
dude, they're using
to get into Aptos or to get into, you could use your credit card and other platforms.
Yeah, it's just interesting. They're using Stripe. That's interesting.
Oh, wow.
Huh. I wonder how then that translates to the blockchain. How do they get those on chain? Very interesting. Really smart engineering going on by Reddit with how they did this. I mean, you can see there was a lot of thought put into the entire process in order to make it really smooth, so that users didn't really know what they were even doing, and to use Stripe. I mean, super simple. So yeah, that's what it's going to take. Make it easy as heck for normal people to get into the ecosystem. That's really
Make it easy as heck.
Yes, Dolph. Smart UX. I agree. And yeah, that's the thing. I mean, the average user of the internet barely can use the internet. There's a lot of people that they just use social media sites essentially, and they don't even know the rest of the internet exists, and they don't know what to do with the rest of it.
Those are the people that should have adult supervision when they're online. Yeah.
And the sad thing is most of them are adults, so they there's no hope. Anyway, let's go look at the charts. Let's see what's going on in the market.
Okay, this is what's jacked up, man, is that you can see my screen, but my screen is black for me. No, it's just black for me.
That's disturbing.
That's what this whole time we've been doing this news thing, and I've been just trying to finick with all these damn wires, and my screen is just black. It says it's obviously connected though. It says everything's fine, but it's not for me. It's disturbing. Just a dark screen. So I'm going to try to look at the stream.
Yeah, this will be interesting.
And then try to click around on the screen over here that I can't see. So
this will be fun.
This is what happens when you got an M1 chip, everyone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Apple products. They're fantastic.
All right. Well, here, let's start with
Dolph. I love how Dolph always is just
Who's racist? Which one? Freeman? I
no,
know.
your black screen thing is, I don't know, somehow
Oh.
racist. You
Oh.
me, don't try to pin this on me.
Yeah, man. It's a dark screen. What do you want me to call it? It's a there's
The camera's
nothing other than
stuck
just
under the pickup truck tire. Yeah.
what? All right. We are let's look at, so we are on the daily here, it looks like, on Bitcoin. And this is so weird to do like this, but it is what it is. Yesterday we were saying, what happens if we get rejected here, and right now we are seeing that, right? We had this point of control that Bitcoin rejected off of, and we haven't challenged yesterday's open, so I'm imagining that that's where we could possibly get up to today. And I would be saying the next level would be your 50 moving average, which is currently at 19.7. Is that what that says? So that's decent. That's a nice little jump. So that's what I'm kind of looking at for Bitcoin. I kind of want to see it challenge the 50 moving average. I really felt like this was a weak one. I mean, I would have said, okay, maybe it was, but right currently this candle is invalidating that as actually being a challenge to 50 moving average. And I think we go higher, and then potentially our next level up here, which is at 19.9. Which is really what I'm wanting to see the price get to, because every time we've been getting up here to these levels, we've been getting rejected. We've had a couple days where we've closed up above there, but obviously didn't really make it. So I am optimistic that we'll get to these levels up here, but we're still in this trend right now. We're in the middle. Okay, my saying is always, don't diddle in the middle, right? And the middle right now is between this level and, you could say, point of control. But I would also say this is another level. And anywhere in between these levels, you're diddling. You're just diddling. So right now, you are definitely diddling right in the middle, right here. So the risk is pretty high to long or to short at this moment. Because that's just how I'm trading anyway. So again, I would be looking at price be going up on the kimono wave. We have a nice green wave, right? We've had this for a couple days now. That's all good. That's what you want to see if you want to be looking for longs, is that green momentum wave on the kimono. And it looks like the red money flow wave is starting to trend up. If that gets green, that's very good news. VWAP is starting to trend up. That's good news. We are still in a red trend. So again, just again, it's just these levels that I'm expecting to get to. We aren't breaking, crazy resistance here or anything like that. So it's not, we're still just in this range, and range is our trend, and the trend is our friend until the end. 4 hour, like this is one is where I'm really looking at. Why? Because we have potentially a buy signal on the kimono wave. We do have a green trend going on in the 4 hour. VWAP looks like it's crossing up. Money flow is crossing up. So the 4 hour is looking actually pretty juicy on the kimono wave. All right, which is good. Good news.
That's very good.
On the charts here, a couple things. Okay, so hey, good positive things. We are right. This on the 4 hour, right? We busted through the 50 moving average, and we're treating it as support. That's good news. We want to treat the moving average as support if we want to be bullish. This nice vector candle is good to have right on the launch from the 50 moving average. However, this blue candle isn't so hot. I would like to see this more green, but this could do. We do have the 200 moving average that looks like so far we're rejecting, right? You want to see price start to break that 200 moving average and really start to pull away from it. Otherwise, we could just be ping ponging between the two moving average, the 200 and the 50. Again, the 50 is below the 200. So I'm also bearish because of those reasons. So I would have to say that, you know what?
Uh-oh.
I'm contemplating if I go long on this kimono wave here.
Wow.
I'm not. What I don't like to see. Well, we're not getting higher highs. Like I would really, but maybe we will on the next candle, right? I would have to see what's going on. So if this prints green, I would be going down to the lower time frames and entering on those ones to just make sure that if I did enter, I entered on a retracement. So because what we could be seeing is a challenge to the 200 moving average. We print a green dot, but then this vector candle gets claimed, right? And then we get another bounce up. That could happen. So I'm cautious of that. And it would be best to, like, if we get this green dot and price comes down here, it might not even come all the way down to 50 moving average. Maybe it starts, you kind of maybe want to see it treat this at level as support. But just getting in at a better entry than right up here. Just because because then you could take profits at these kind of levels, right? To me, when I came in, it was kind of starting to take off before I got started trading this morning, and so I'm like, okay, me personally, I have to wait until to retrace back down to get back in on my long, or be patient and wait for the short opportunity, right? Which would be up here at these levels up here. Maybe here, see, like, to me, it's like seeing a potential rejection from a moving average makes me a happy man.
Oh yeah.
Here on the 1 hour, right? We had this great pump coming in, going on. Blah, 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 I can't talk. But they're green vector candles, and vector candles means this is where the market maker is going short and where price is likely going to be coming back to, right? Like this green vector candle, great, happy days, but that just lasted for a few hours. That little pump after, it came back and claimed this whole entire vector candle zone. Look at this wick. Look at this one. See, price will return. Just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. So looking at this green vector candles that have formed, I might want to wait for a retrace or a short. Get ready for a short for that retrace, and then you could play a means reversion strategy essentially. And but if that, because what I could see happening is that 4 hour green dot prints on the kimono wave. On the 1 hour wave, we get a red signal, right? We get a sell signal. Price comes down, claims these vector candle zones, and then we start going up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I could see going on here.
Sure.
But right now it looks bullish. I don't like to long at the top of the green vector candles. We are above the 50 moving average. The 50 moving average is above the 200 moving average, so it is bullish. Is bullish. I would just like to see a retest of that 50 moving average before going up, going in. Yeah. All right, let's check out another. Let's check out ETH.
Look around.
Check out ETH. My ETH, my main squeeze. All right,
Everything's up today. It's nice.
yeah, it's a nice day. Earnings are today, so that's really what I'm looking at for stocks, to see what's happening with the stocks here, because there's a lot of earnings. I think there's a lot of tech earnings coming out today. But on ETH on the daily, right? We've been wanting a retest of the 50 moving average. Yesterday, again, just like Bitcoin, we were challenging that point of control. And it was like, we could be getting a bounce here. We could be getting a bounce right at this point of control. And sure and shit, we did. We got that bounce from the point of control. Now we're up above this volume range, this where we've been in for months. We are now above it. So what we want to see with ETH today is this candle close, and we want to see price stay above. I can see again with my freaking screen right here. I can barely see what these numbers are. What is that? 1350?
1381 or 61.
13.
Let me here. Let me go zoom
50,
in.
bro. 1350.
Oh, there you go. 1350. Yeah, that's where.
So it's that's kind of a level I would be looking at. That I would really want price to hold through the rest of the day and close, and for tomorrow, right? Because price, what we could see is price get rejected from the 50 moving average anytime now, but at the same time, we want it to bounce off. We want it to stay above this level, and then we could start breaking this range to the upside. Oh man, I don't want to do that. So that's what I'm looking for. Let's go down to lower time frames. Check this out. Oh yeah, you love to see it. You love to see this. All right. See, I love the green vector candles just breaking out because that's a good sign that we could be moving up to the next level. Even though, right, you have to understand, right? Like the green vector candles, they like to get consumed, right? They like to get consumed. This is the market makers taking their shorts, all right? A lot of times when people see these candles, they say, wow, it's a buyer's market. However, if people are buying, someone's got to be selling to you, right? So keep that in mind. We could get retracements back down. But this is a beautiful candle here on the 4 hour and above the 50 moving average. Where's my 200 moving average? Here it is. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
so here, I mean, yeah,
see if we can hold over
average.
that 200. That's the
If we
key.
get that 50 above this 200, that would be
very bullish.
Very, very bullish here on the 4 hour. So, let's see, we could be getting ahead of ourselves too. But really, I mean, this point of control tested, rejected. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're holding this. And we're really, we just want to get as far as we can from this range is what I want.
For
like,
sure.
I just am so tired of being in this damn range.
Yeah.
So this could be
there is hope
great
in the
things
air.
for ETH. ETH is looking much better than right. ETH always has been. Just seeming to do better in this range that we've been in since over a month now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Let's check out
this
Matic.
Nice. Let's check out Matic.
Oh wow.
Matic is this is on the 4 hour. We're holding this top range here. We aren't breaking it right now. Well, let's zoom in here. I can't quite see. I really wish my screen was working right now. We're breaking it. I mean, we are breaking this little range here
right there. Yep.
Yeah. So not too shabby. Here in the 4 hour on the kimono wave, it could be printing a buy signal, right? Keep an eye out. See if you get a green dot here. Money flow is up. VWAP could be flipping up. And we have, green trend. I think, that's looking decent. I wouldn't be surprised if Matic, right? Is it going to get that Reddit boost? Is that it, you think?
I don't know. Yeah, has it already? Is that green candle we're seeing, or are we going to get more? That's the question. Yeah. How long will the Reddit trend last? That'll be a question. I'm also interested to see how long those hold the top spots on the volume as well for NFTs.
Yeah, and I mean on the daily, it's a little cautious because you're challenging the 200 moving average, so you're challenging some decent level of resistance. So if you want, you'd like to see price kind of break here and separate itself. But you could be running into some false, like this kind of shit. You want to be careful of. All right.
Yeah.
Because you can see the 200 moving average has been a very strong level of resistance. Couldn't even make it there. Here we are challenging it again.
Can we do it?
Can
That's
we
the
do
question.
it? That's
Yeah.
the question. So like I said, like a lot of these, I'm looking. I kind of want to see a little retrace and then get back into it.
Yeah.
It is looking nice and bullish, though. A retrace on those smaller time frames. Let me be clear, right? But it is it does. It's the whole market that's looking pretty decent.
Yeah, indeed.
Um,
Indeed. Dolph asks, which site and blockchain's next after Reddit and Polygon? Well, it depends. I mean, I
Twitter.
would say Twitter. Yeah, that's what I was just going to say too. And I wonder chain-wise what Twitter would do. Yeah, that's a good question. That's a very good question. Blockchain-wise, it's hard to know. But yeah, I would say some social media site-wise, I could see Twitter getting into NFTs and crypto in general.
Now Solana looking actually decent now. This actually could be a good spot for Solana because here we're on these lows, right? Came down, dip below it. The worry here was that it starts to treat this level that was support as resistance, but we actually blew past it. This one scared me yesterday, right? Because a lot of the other tokens that we are just talking about yesterday, we were hitting like points of controls, strong level of supports, and we were getting bounces. Yesterday, we didn't get that from Solana, but we are seeing that today, and we are starting to get back up into this range here. The daily on the kimono wave, looking decent here. I mean, we have a buy signal, money flow, which is this red wave starting to point up, VWAP pointing up. So I would be going to, let's say, like the 4 hour, and let's see what's happening. Let me clean this up. All right, 4 hour. Okay, I kind of want to see a little bit better action than this, but
could be kind of bottoming out, at least a temporary bottom.
Yeah, the positive things you're seeing is the higher lows. All right. Okay. Sorry, everyone. This is challenging today. Higher lows. Okay. So that's great. We are, you want to see higher highs, but we could get there. But we really want to see us start closing these candles above the 50 moving average. Because as you can see, the 50 moving average, has been a sour rejection spot for Solana. So if that's been the trend of it just getting rejected off the 50 moving average, the trend's your friend until the end. And so I would just still go with the trend. And right now I'd be thinking, is this really going to long? Because if this longs, this could be a great pop. Kimono Wave could be saying this is actually good long. I mean, your daily says to go for longs. The 4 hour could be printing a long. This could be decent. And if Solana popped above that 50 moving average, let's see. I'm thinking, right, we have the 200 moving average right here. And that is probably the next level of resistance. It's kind of it's kind of beautiful here. Solana is actually looking beautiful to say, yeah, you know what? We could be popping above the 50. We have this vector candle zone, this level of resistance, and the 200 moving average. So this level right here is really where I'd be looking for my, take profits, but then start taking profits on the way up, right? That's kind of what I would be looking at with Solana here. Just I'd be waiting for this dot on the kimono on the 4 hour to confirm, and then I'd go in. And I'd really want this candle to close above the 50 moving average. That's kind of an important deal too. Because this candle could just start to get rejected here. I mean, we only have an hour about left before this closes, so we'll see.
We'll see. Okay. Well, I like that. I think that was a nice overview. Lots of hopium in the air. I love hopium. I'm addicted to it. When I don't get it
Take
from
in
the
your
market,
hopium.
I have my own little personal stash that I break into. But hopium's expensive these days with inflation and such. So
Yeah.
I take what I can get from the market when I can get it. Let's hit the intermish, and then we will. Oh, real quick before we do that, we're gonna start doing some like ad type reads. But real quick, if you don't have a Ledger wallet, this is gonna get better because this was kind of unplanned, and we're gonna integrate some things with the intermission. But if you don't have a Ledger wallet yet, get a damn Ledger wallet, or you will get hacked and all your funds will get drained. It has happened to me. It really sucks. And get a hardware wallet, people. It's really not expensive. It's like one of the best investments you can do if you're in crypto. And check out the description of this video, this stream, to grab your Ledger wallet. Use our link, please. It helps support the show. Like and subscribe, and we'll be right back to talk about NFTs.
نعتمد بحول الله اليوم استراتيجية صندوق الاستثمارات العامة وتحقيق مفهوم التنمية الشاملة والمستدامة في مختلف القطاعات التقليدية والحديثة. خلال 5 سنوات القادمة، وذلك انطلاقا من أن الصندوق الاستثمارات العامة لا يعد ذراع استثمارية المملكة العربية السعودية فحسب، بل محركا أصيلا لتنويع الاقتصاد وخلق الوظائف.
I only do high leverage. Max bidding.
ينظر إلى القطاع الخاص بوصفه الشريك الأهم.
I don't pay nothing.
من خلال 13 قطاعا.
It's a fake money.
Bitcoin system is so perfect.
I'm gonna buy me a ticket to go to El Salvador. Better believe it.
You know what an NFT stands for?
Not at all.
No. Okay. No, all good. That's it. That's it. Do you know what an NFT stands for?
No, if I'm being honest, no.
Okay. That's okay. That's
Sorry.
good. Do you know what an NFT stands for?
No,
You don't?
I don't know.
Okay. That's okay. Do you know what an NFT stands for?
No, I don't.
Okay.
It's really bad weather we're having.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's awful.
What the fuck is going on? Why? Who are you? What do you want?
Nothing. I'm just saying hi.
What the fuck is wrong with your mouth?
May have fumbled fidenzas and missed out on generational wealth like a bozo. You know what? It's not too late to FOMO into Dikenzas. The big and beautiful generative peen art you can put in your wallet or on your wall. No roadmap, no utility, just dicks.
รู้กินเหล้าเลิกเหล้าทำงานเก็บเงินทำงานเก็บเงินใช้หนี้ทำงานเก็บเงินได้เรียนมีกินช่วยเหลือผ่องใสเมียรักอบอุ่นไม่ป่วยรวยปัญญาพัฒนาฉลาดชาติเจริญไปถึงไหนนะก็ไม่รู้แค่เลิกเหล้า
The year is 10 years from now. Augmented reality glasses have grown ubiquitous. A popular new app displays a timer above everyone's head, counting the seconds since the last time they shit their pants. Overnight, social hierarchies are upturned. Respect is earned and lost based on this number. It replaces credit scores, job interviews, dating rituals, friendships, relationships, careers, all dependent on these floating shit clocks. Some people constantly reset their timer as an act of rebellion. Others find loophole in adult diapers. Bank accounts don't matter anymore. Fast food empires crumble. What began as a harmless app became the basis for social currency, and credibility, and attraction. Everyone was so focused on the ever-increasing number of their shit clocks that they didn't even notice the death timer.
Bing bong.
Thank you for watching GMTV.
Thank you guys for sticking around. I can't wait to have a new intermission, actually, because that shit clock little piece there is starting to infect my subconscious. Last night, I actually had a dream, and I will spare you the exact details, but let's just say my shit clock counter was reset in my dream. Very traumatic type of dream to have. So
what the hell, bro?
I cannot wait for the intermission to be changed. as I said, I will.
Are you saying like did you shit your pants in the middle of the night?
I'm sparing you the details. Okay.
Oh man, it's like one of those
no,
dreams.
it didn't. No, it was a dream. It was a dream.
Oh.
It wasn't a dream where it really happened. I
It
know
was
what you're
like
gonna
one of those
ask.
dreams where you're like, I dreamt I shat my pants, and then I actually shat my pants.
No, it wasn't
Is
like
that
that.
That's exactly what happened.
No, that would be real bad.
I think we
No,
all
it was
know.
just a dream. But it was quite traumatic. And I looked up in the dream and I was like, oh no, because it got reset.
Instead of
My
wet dreams, you
girlfriend
just have shit
started
dreams.
walking away.
Yeah.
In the dream, she was like, I'm gonna find someone who can keep their shit clock together better. It was a very traumatic dream. Okay. Let's look at the top NFTs here on OpenSea. We got Bored Ape Yacht Club holding on to that top spot. Huge amount of volume going on there. But man, these Reddit freaking avatars are holding their own. I mean, you got Bored Ape with 642 ETH, but this spooky season collection here at 524 ETH and a 0.38 floor. That's pretty pricey, I would say, for a Reddit avatar, in my opinion. But people be crazy. You got this one at 1.69. You got this one at 1.65. So I mean, 3 of the top spots in the top 10, and you got one in the 11th spot here too. So I mean, just absolutely.
So how many different collections do they have essentially?
There's a handful of them. Let's go back. I mean, like if you look here, you got all these are different collections. I mean, by different artists, and so you got a lot of these. Actually, there's a lot of collections. I don't know how many total. Maybe somebody smarter than me, smarter than I, can.
So do you think maybe it's just like just shoot it like shotgun, just buy like one from each collection kind of thing, or
that's a good question. I mean, they're all sold out, so
it'll be secondary.
On secondary, right? Like, how do you know which one's gonna pop and not and stuff, and which one of these will keep increasing? That you'd have to get probably more into the Reddit. There is a Reddit for what is it called again? Let's see. There's a Reddit avatar. There's a Reddit avatar Reddit for these avatars. So you probably want to go get into that Reddit and get to know like what's going on in their own let's see, Reddit avatar marketplace subreddit. They have their own subreddit for it, and it's very active, and everybody's talking about, how to dude, I can't find it right now, so you'll have to forgive me. But yeah, there's a whole subreddit for these avatars, so that's where I would go if you want to get into it, because I think you're gonna have to kind of like figure out, you got to learn about the community and figure out.
And you obviously cannot talk about other NFTs.
Oh yes, they're very anti that. But if you want to engagement farm, I saw some hilarious engagement farming over there. I saw somebody had went over there with their wallet, and said, "Oh, I've got this much, money in my wallet. I'm gonna be which, avatars should I sweep?" And it got lots of upvotes. And I'm like, "Oh, same strategy that works on Twitter works over on Reddit." It's like, so it got like 12,000 upvotes. So it was same strategy. You can see here too on the Lucky Trader Sharp report that shows you what smart wallets are investing in the last 24 hours. That this spooky season Earth to Planet avatars are being picked up by those Sharp wallets.
Dude,
it's like 24% are in Sharp
like
wallets.
November 1st. Are they done? Does that go to 0 after Halloween or what?
Yeah, right. Like, I mean, that's like usually what happens with seasonal NFTs, right? They usually kind of fizzle out after the holidays. So I don't know. That's a good question. What is with the spooky season thing? It was created by Reddit user Earth to Planet as part of the Collectible Avatars Pro Creator Program. I mean, it's like a home run if you can get into that creator program. It seems like. I think there's like 29 artists or something.
Yeah,
but
shit.
Yeah, that's like a home run to get into that. A homer. You've also got on the smart money here. I saw the weird whales. Do you remember the weird whales? I don't know what's going on with this project, but the people are picking these up. These launched like last summer.
Yeah.
So these have been around for a while, but they're
There's-
picking up steam again.
yeah.
I don't know why exactly.
Money laundering.
Hey now. Here's something we didn't look at yesterday, but over the weekend, actually, Cardano NFTs had their highest volume day ever. It was like on Saturday. You can see it's tapered off a little bit, but Cardano NFTs still are pumping, still having their day in the sun. Let's look at a couple upcoming. Actually, before we look at some upcoming, here's the Solana top NFTs. You got DGods. It's just as far as volume, still pumping with volume. 274 floor price. The Utes Mint Tube hanging out around 113, just barely hanging on to that. You know, I saw something else that's kind of sad was the other deeds are getting real close to 1 ETH. So that's a little sad as well. But you know, nothing really new over here on the Solana top projects. It's kind of the ones that have been in the top for a while now. So nothing new going on there. The everybody's are for everybody. NFTs, cartoons, toys, world domination, co-founded by Forever Sean. He's a looks like he's an animator. Art directed Lucas Bros Moving Company, developing a series for HBO Max. Owner of die9times.com. What is that? And Wavelength 77 is the other co-founder. So that's interesting. What's Die 9 Times? Oh, it's like a clothing company. Okay. Oh, it's like a cat. Got it. Like 9 lives. It's kind of clever. Okay.
I was gonna say it's probably have something to do with the cat.
Yeah. So these are the everybody's. I think these are probably, I mean, 38K here. What are these, you might be asking? I have absolutely no idea. I mean, cartoons, toys, world domination is their promise. And that is a promise that we're going to hold them to. So if they don't dominate the world, I smell lawsuit. But these will be launching on OpenSea, the launch pad, on let's see, was that Thursday? So at 11 a.m. PST. They're for everybody, dude. It's a community filled with talents of an animator and the imagination of a master storyteller.
Oh, story.
They have a
NFTs.
master storyteller. Amazing. Amazing.
What makes you a master storyteller?
It's I don't know, dude. Don't ask complicated questions like that. You're supposed to just hear master storyteller and be amazed and then just leave it. Leave it be.
I think I'm a master storyteller.
Exactly. And I'm not going to ask any questions
unless I don't meet the qualifications. I mean, I could tell some good stories, you know.
The music on this video is absolutely atrocious. But
awesome.
you can see, I mean, here's some proof of concept, right? I would say if you're like trying to make animations, this would be kind of your proof of concept. How interesting will this be? I don't know,
bro.
Yeah, they're not like super advanced animations. That's for sure. They're very generic looking.
I think I can make a head roll in animation. You know what I mean? Like eyeballs roll.
Boobies.
Dude,
Okay.
Come on, man. Bro. Freeman.
So this is the master storyteller. Is that who this is? Oh no. This guy is the everything guy. Project manager, handles all marketing, partnerships, social media.
Are the
musician.
people on like NPR that tell tell stories and stuff?
Oh, like what, Ira Glass or something? When This American Life NFT?
Like they just have like people say stories and shit. And
people say stories.
Essays and,
Snap Judgment. Actually, I like Snap Judgment. That's a good NPR storytelling podcast.
That's what I was talking about. Snap
Judgment's cool. Sean Salomon. This is the animator. Maybe he is the animator and storyteller, because it sounds like he's the creative guy, and this guy is this guy's a musician. So I mean,
he made that beautiful song that you liked.
Probably. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. How much are these going to be? 0.0033 ETH. Okay, not bad. Not bad. That's not bad. That's not asking me for too much. I would be down to mint one of these. Maybe. Just saying maybe. So let's see. How do you get on if you own a pre-mint NFT, Discord raffle, or collab giveaway? So very difficult to get on the whitelist there. Yeah. So I won't be on the whitelist. So then I would have to be somebody's exit liquidity, and I'm not a big fan of that. So I might not get one of these. We'll see. Arcade Aptos, Web3 Arcade. First game is poker. So look at this on Aptos. We're getting the gambling meta right out the gate.
Let's go.
Within a week, we've already got the gambling meta. And things are just very quick here over on Aptos.
Well, we've all done it before in Solana. You know,
PFPs.
you kind of it's every blockchain just needs.
That's why I feel like
just
it's just
copy-pasta.
Solana 2.0 Aptos. Everything about it just feels like they're just trying to be Solana. That's how I feel. I don't know.
I don't think Aptos has any too much control on what they try to be. You know, it's kind of
Yeah, well, they're VC chain, kind of like Solana is, you know. And I feel like the projects are very similar.
These are cool DeGod looking things.
This is a Solana one called the Insiders. First mirroring project. Bridging the gap between whales and degens. No outsiders allowed. Maybe they're maybe like mirror trading or something, like you're able to copy trade. Is that what it's saying? Let's see. Most valuable information in the Solana ecosystem. Bridge the gap between the whales and your average enthusiast using a Discord mirroring script. Yeah. It's probably, dude, it's probably, yeah, this is just like that one that we talked about for Ethereum, the what the funks. That was like, we talked about that months and months ago. What's up, Twerk Nation? Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Shout out to Twerk Nation. Check out Twerk Nation's YouTube channel if you like to twerk. I would twerk for you right now, but I'm not. I'm just going to spare you all that. But there's some great twerk music over there on Twerk Nation.
I think it might get us more views. I think you should maybe try.
I mean, live twerking. Maybe every morning we should just start with some twerk music on the show, and we just both are like shaking it. And that's
what we say. We have a timer above the screen that doesn't move, and we're like, when the timer gets to 0, we start.
That's when we twerk, and it doesn't happen till the last like couple seconds of the show. But yeah, check out Twerk Nation, everybody. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, he's sweating. Sweat. Twerk, twerk, twerk. I listened to a couple of playlists over there. They are twerkalicious, I gotta say. Anyway, this project is just kind of like the What the Funk project, where they just mirror Discord channels from like alpha groups. So this is just a project that gives you access to a bunch of alpha groups, Discords. And actually, you know, this is one of those
don't those get like clamped down pretty good? Like
they do. That's what I was gonna say. Is this is one of those ones where the utility works really good for a little bit until they kind of get until they fizzle out. But you know, take it while you can get it, I guess. What's the price? That's really the question that matters the most. They're gonna have 16 DAOs mirrored on there. That's pretty good. DAOs shaking in their boots right now. I don't know how much they are. You're going to have to figure it out yourself if you want to mint one of these today. But hey, I would maybe buy one of these on secondary myself, just not financial advice, myself, just to spy on some groups, as long as it's not pricey. Like if this is less than 1 SOL, I would maybe buy one of these to just spy on alpha groups, because I am too cheap to buy the alpha group NFTs. Big surprise there. Not going to cover that one. I wanted to just, this is the last thing I really wanted to show. And that is, you know, we just need our daily Frank tweet. And today, Frank tweeted this last night. He said, I just saw a green meteor in the sky. And then he followed up, there's no hidden meaning. This isn't from today, but it looked just like this. So you can see this is just like the green meteor he saw. And I didn't want to let him know that that's actually just Russia bombing him. But I'm like, bro, that means you should go inside.
There's all these sirens going off, and he's just like, look at that green meteor.
This green meteor. Sirens were blaring. Anyway, that's the update. I think that's our latest update from Utes.
That's
When
where
Utes,
is...
Frank? When Utes?
Yeah, when
I think
Utes.
every day we should ask that question because I've almost forgotten what Utes were, and I demand to know when Utes, Frank. When Utes? Where is his actual tweet? See, he just retweets stuff. But we want to know,
done
Frank.
tweeting. He's done. Oh yeah, I saw this one.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Is this more hints at what could be happening with the Utes art?
Dude, no, it's
Oh
just like,
gosh.
wow, look at us.
Oh,
We're
sticky notes.
sticky notes.
Oh, look.
Bro.
They did the three. Oh, look. Blue. Oh, wow. Blue, yellow, and green.
Wow.
Oh, RGB.
Yeah.
RGB.
Artists.
RGB.
Oh.
No, dude. No. Is this really?
I know,
Is
man.
this really where they're at so far?
I know.
Okay,
it's
wait.
bad. I was not
Look,
impressed.
the character does look the same, though.
It does.
It does
the character
look the
looks
same.
like it does look like it's the same.
Okay, so they haven't changed maybe the character like we were laughing about yesterday. But is this all they got going right now? They got 4 pieces of paper with
No,
the
keep
color
going. They have
palette?
more. They have more on the other side of the sticky notes, I believe. Yeah,
Oh
see
my
all that?
God, there's so many
Lots
sticky
of
notes.
sticky
What do they
notes,
say?
yeah.
Wonder Jack. Oh, it's just the traits.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so these are the traits. I'm telling you, they didn't have almost any of the artwork done. Oh God, dude. They're still
It's
at this
bad,
stage, bro. They're still
It's
at
so
such an
bad.
early stage. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is everybody.
what a
This is our
fucking
daily Utes update.
dingle.
Wait, where is that? They show that for just a second. Okay. What's happening? That says what's happening up here in the top right. They're like showing people going, what's happening? Tell us. And there's stuff happening, but it just is at a snail's pace.
Well, yeah. This is all shit that I can't do that.
Beautiful primary colors. Exactly.
Yeah, I
know. I'm
know,
like,
like-
man, they are just finally figuring out what
What is
primary
it,
colors are.
kindergarten classroom they're in, or a
Yeah.
fucking what is this? Like,
They just finally took color theory. You can tell none of them have been to art school because that's the first class you take in first semester. I remember taking color theory. That was fun. That was fun. Good time. Okay, well, thank you guys for tuning in again. It's been a fantastical show, and we will be back tomorrow at the same time, same place, 10 a.m. Pacific, or no, Eastern, 10 a.m. Eastern time. And yeah, please like, subscribe to the show before you leave, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a GM-rific day.
GM.
Again, everybody, let's get this going.